So let's see. About a year after we had Maggie, my cycle came back, and maybe a couple months after that, we conceived naturally without even trying. And I felt like at that time I was thinking like, oh, all those fertility issues are behind us. Like now we'll be able to put all that behind us, now get pregnant whenever we want. So I remember going to my 8-week appointment. It was great. We saw our little baby and we saw his heartbeat and everything was just going well. And then we went back for my 12-week appointment. And the morning we were going to the appointment, I started having some spotting, and I was like, well, spotting can be normal. I'm going to the appointment. I'm not going to worry. It's going to be fine. And got to the appointment. I let the midwife know what was going on, and so she immediately just pulled out the Doppler and was like, well, let's just confirm that the heartbeat is there. She just could not find it, and as each kind of minute passed, I just kind of knew something was going on. It was just like crushing. I mean, it was just. It was so hard, especially because he was with us at 8 weeks, and we knew that, I don't know, we just were not expecting it. We thought, once we got over the 8-week mark, we would be good. Even though I knew our baby wasn't alive, like he was still with me, and I didn't want to let that go. We didn't even get to know him, and Maggie didn't get to know him, and Brian didn't get to know him, and our family didn't get to know him, and then we were going to lose him, and life would move on. So that was the pain, that he would be forgotten. And at the same time, we were talking about names. And like, do we name our baby? Like, at the time, I don't think I knew anybody who had had a miscarriage. And so I didn't know what to do. But we were talking about how we wanted to name our child. And so we were just kind of looking through some things, and I came across the name Zachery. And the meaning of Zachery is remembered by God. And as soon as I read that, I knew that was his name. I knew that was his name, and I knew that that was from the Lord, because we had already been feeling like we were losing him, and then he would he just wasn't going to be a part of our family. But I felt like the Lord was like, no, this is real. He is real. After everything happened, I felt so hurt by the Lord. I felt like, we're doing everything right. We're finding, we're following NFP. And what kind of came out in prayer was like, Lord, do you see me? Do you hear me? Do you love me? Because this suffering is so real, and we wanted this child so much. And it was kind of this question of you could have stopped this. You could have prevented this in some way, but you didn't. So what does that mean? Does that mean you don't love me? And which is a huge question. And I am so grateful for that time, because I struggled for a very long time wrestling with that question of, Lord, I just went through the suffering, and I feel like you could have prevented it and you didn't. So what does that mean? I mean, the biggest lesson has been surrendering control and leaning on the Lord, and really turning to each other too, and always keeping our communication, our relationship, and our faith together. It just gave us so many times through this journey just an opportunity to step out and trust. and to just follow where he was leading. Whether that meant, again, like we didn't know that meant we would have children or not, but at least like we were doing whatever we could to keep the Lord center and to choose the Lord and not turn away from what he was asking us.